I'm sure that you have already heard about the free fall of the cedi against the world's major currencies, especially the dollar. Well, today, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been speaking to it, and his response will give you some thought. He says that the situation could actually be worse. The cedi has reached a record high of more than 5 Ghana cedi, some people are saying, and it's been depreciating by 7% this year alone. We'll hear from the Vice President shortly. But before that, listen to experts who spoke at Joy FM's forum on the cedi last night. First, Dr. Eric Osei-Sibe, economist at the University of Ghana, followed by President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng.
Has anybody gone to a forex bureau to change money where they have asked you of your documents or of your identity? No. So if somebody goes with 100 million Ghana cedis to change, who is tracking what the money is going to be used for or where that money is going? Actually, there's no mechanism to track. And elsewhere in Kenya, in South Africa, you cannot even change $1 without they asking you what the purpose for that currency is. And so the FX management is key. If we don't tighten the regulations and the control and bring more transparency to the transaction system, this problem beyond what is going on, of course, that is an issue, the weakness in the productive sectors of the economy, and then the fiscal dominance, we're not going to see any improvement.
The manufacturing companies that we have here are all import-oriented manufacturing companies, entities, because about 90% of their products are also imported. Nonetheless, we are traders. Manufacturing is never complete unless it reaches out to the final consumer, and we serve as a vehicle. And so we sell those things that is made in Ghana, and then the shortfall, such as those that we see in this room, most of them is not produced here, then we think.
Good money after bad, it's a waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time, and I'm really not interested in listening to the theory. It doesn't make sense. I remember the last time, the first time I spoke about the cedi, no, actually it was on TV, and some lecturer, no disrespect to any of the lecturers here, but some professor said, you know, Mr. Thompson, you can't just say the currency is devalued, but we have to use your models, blah, blah, blah. I say, my friend Prof. The Big Mac Index against all those sophisticated models has proved to be more reliable. The cedi is overvalued. What is our problem?
If foreign happenings will have impact on the domestic currency, you have to first of all see them in the fundamentals before they reflect in the currency. I see. It's not somebody going to the foreign bureau, bank to withdraw money, or something technical, or what should I do? No. If foreign happenings are impacting us, it has to impact through the balance of payment. The balance of payment is determining the flow of currency into the system.
Well, let's get on the lines now. I speak to Martina Bugri, who monitored the event where the Vice President spoke about the cedi. Martina, if you can hear me, what exactly has the Vice President been saying about the cedi? We don't have Martina Bugri on the line at the moment. We're trying to raise her on the line so we can get to you what the Vice President has been saying. It's been a while, though. People have been expecting that he would have spoken by now since the cedi's depreciation started, some weeks ago. We'll be hearing from the Vice President what he's been saying about the cedi. Actually, he said that it could have been worse. What exactly and how exactly does he put it? Martina is on the line now. Hello, Martina, help us.
Hello.
Martina, what exactly or how exactly has the Vice President been saying that the depreciation or the performance of the cedi against major trading currencies would have been worse?
He says that considering the decreasing inflation, decreasing fiscal deficit, improved international reserve, among other management policies that government has put in place, it has managed the cedi against the dollar and other major currencies better than the NDC and some other countries. He mentioned Argentina, Turkey, India, and even the British pound. He says the British pound has depreciated by 4%. And so if Ghana is just 7%, it means that they are managing the economy better.
Was there a response to this by anybody, or was it just a part of his main speech so that, you know, it just went by?
It was part of his speech. He launched the National Schools Entrepreneurship Initiative, and so he says that there was a need to train young people at a very tender age to develop the skill of having their own businesses. He says when that is done, it helps boost the economy. It is against that backdrop he went into what the Cedi was doing and then how the economy was sustained in totality.
He spoke about the economic fundamentals, or that the NPP administration has had right. This is something he's been saying before, when the Cedi was less than it is at the moment. Did he still say the same thing?
I didn't get that.
The last time that he said the Cedi, the fundamentals of the economy was strong enough, the Cedi was not where it is now. Did he say the same fundamentals are at play now?
Yes, he still stands by. He says that they are better managed. And then he made some comparisons between the NDC and the NPP. And he says that judging from the comparison and looking at the world economy itself, one can say that the NPP is doing a far better job.
Martina, thank you very much. You look forward to the sounds from the Vice President, so we can hear it from the horse's own mouth, or is the better option. Martina Bugri there has been following the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is in the northern region there. He's talking about the Cedi. Is it depreciating? Well, doesn't look like he thinks so. The Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition is demanding immediate presidential intervention to deal with the ongoing spat between the Auditor General and the Chairman of the Audit Service. The Auditor General, Daniel Domilovo, has petitioned the President over concerns that the board chairman is interfering in his work. The Auditor General has carried out another audit of some account supervised by the board chairman, who is himself a former Auditor General. Speaking on JoyNews desk this morning, member of the coalition and senior research fellow at CDD Ghana, Dr. Kojo Asante, said the Auditor General needs the support of the state to help deal with corruption.
For me, I'm actually quite disappointed that this is happening with Professor Jaijiman, because I think that you have to credit him with where the audit service is now.
Okay.
If you remember, when he came in the early 2000s, for a long time we had a huge arrears, and he started reducing the arrears. So he's credited with a lot of the reforms at the audit service. So I'm a bit surprised that, you know, some of the things he's saying, I don't think is justifiable. He, as Auditor General, would not have allowed that. You know, you cannot be having audit meetings. It just, even as a professional, as I said, professional job, as an auditor, that itself is not good, let alone an Auditor General. So I really think that if they are going to work together, he has to understand his limits within the law. There's a role for the board, you know, in terms of policy. Yes. And even there are questions about, oh, when you are going to do procurement, you don't inform us. I mean, if the board of multimedia approves budgets for procuring cameras or whatever it is, they are not going to go and sit with the board and look at the specs and whatever before they go and procure. Once the board has given approval for the budget, whatever procurement committee is there, that's its work, and it goes on.